everyone. So in my last vlog, I kind of alluded to how we got Betty, our new dog. And the reason we have Betty is because her owner passed away and my brother discovered his body. So I figured I kind of teased that and I might as well tell you the whole story because that's just a really bizarre way to get a dog. So we'll get right into it. So my brother lives in an apartment complex and his neighbor was this older man, Howard, and Scott has his corgi, Archie. And Howard had Betty, who we now have. Betty is, we actually got her paperwork. She is a Boykin Spaniel, full bred. And we always thought it was funny, it was Archie and Betty. I'm like, you need a little Veronica in the mix. And Archie and Betty were like boyfriend, girlfriend. At least someone's dating someone in this family. And the few times I've been to my brother's apartment, the two of them were just out there playing. It's so cute because Archie is so full of energy. So it's nice he has another younger dog to like run around with. But Betty's owner was like an older man, kind of a hoarder, never really left the house. So Betty has really never been on a walk. She would only run in that little like backyard area. So flash forward to June, my brother sees Howard kind of like really like having trouble walking from the main office of the apartment complex. So my brother like runs up to him, he's like, hey, let me help you home. And Howard's complaining of like vertigo and just feeling unwell. So my brother gets him home and Howard's basically like, hey, can you check in on me like every now and then? So Scott's like, okay, fine. And then it was like a Sunday. He just came up for a day trip, come up here. And he's like talking about how, you know, the Howard situation and how like he wasn't feeling good. And he mentioned the vertigo and we were like, we've been hearing vertigo might be like a symptom of COVID. So we were like, you know, check up on him, but like, keep your distance and stuff and like stay safe. And then Scott leaves to go back home and he even mentioned like, I have to go check on Howard because Howard asked me to check on him every day. So he leaves and then like a couple hours later, my mom comes up to me. She goes, Scott found Howard's body. Howard is dead. We were like, that's crazy because he was literally just talking about this like hours ago. And then you go home and find his body. Like, that's nuts. So basically Scott's end of the story is that he comes back and then another neighbor comes up to Scott and is like, hey, we've been noticing packages on Howard's doorstep that haven't been taken in. It's been like a day or two. Can you go in there and look? Which I think is a little messed up. Like if you're noticing, you know, packages and all that stuff and you know it's like an older man, either you should go in there or you should call the main office or you should call the police to do a welfare check. I think it's a little weird that other people noticed but waited for my brother to do it. That's not his responsibility. So Scott gets this like that feeling in your stomach, you know, like he kind of knew going in. So he goes around back and Howard has like a screen door or like, you know, the glass door, I guess. And he peeks in and he sees the body. Like, and he knew right away. He's like, he knew. And poor Betty was like sitting at Howard's feet. Like she must have been so scared and confused. So once Scott sees that, and again, he's thinking maybe it's COVID. Again, you don't want to get too close. He was like, I'll keep my distance. I'll call the cops. So somehow this became Scott's responsibility. And I feel so bad that it was Scott, but like, I feel like this kind of stuff always kind of happens to him. But it's good because he's like a responsible, normal person. Like this isn't gonna like ruin his life. So I was like, okay, at least it was Scott, but also I'm like, it's always Scott. Like this kind of stuff, I don't know. So Scott calls the main office and the cops come. Go in there, check Howard's pulse, verify that he passed away. But then everyone was like, okay, what do we do with this dog? So Scott's like, Betty is friends with Archie. I'll keep her in my apartment till like you can notify his family and stuff. So the main office calls Howard's family and they want nothing to do with Betty. So Scott's like, okay, I'll like hold on to her for a little while, maybe foster her or find a new home or something. So Scott had Betty and Archie for a week. Then he came up here and Archer had like a human-like panic attack. Archie does not like sharing attention at all. So Archie was literally like hyperventilating. So we were like, okay, how about Betty stays here for a week? Scott can take Archie back home. Like they'll separate. Even they're like little best friends. It's cute, but I don't think Archie would want to live with Betty. So Betty then stayed a week at our house. And again, we were still up in the air of, are we gonna keep her? Are we gonna like find her a new home? But we're coming up on 3 weeks now and Betty is ours. We have no intentions of, you know, fostering her out or, you know, giving her away or anything. So Betty is ours. It was completely unplanned. But I think my mom always secretly wanted another dog after our dog passed away in 2012. So it was a nice little sneaky backdoor way to get a dog, even though I feel bad for like giggling because this man died. But like, we're a good, loving home for her. So that is the story of how we got Betty. She's still learning. She's still really shy and skittish, but she's really lovey. Like, she'll like, put her head like that. So cute. She's a little mush. I love her little face, but she didn't have a lot of development because like I said, Howard, wasn't very mobile and she only had the backyard to run around in. So like now we go on walks and she'll like get tired because she's not used to it. Like her muscles aren't there yet. She also lived on the first floor and we have a lot of stairs in my house. So she's learning how to go up and down stairs and stuff. So I feel like we're kind of making up for lost time. So as unfortunate as the circumstances are, I think it's good that she got like a home like us. So yeah, that is the story of how we got Betty, and how my brother unfortunately discovered Howard's dead body. Howard did not die of COVID. It ended up being a stroke. But if you are older, always have someone around to check up on you. I think, I can't believe the other people in the apartment complex let it go for like a day and a half till they could get Scott. Like, I think that's a little effed, but unfortunately it was Scott's unlucky day. So yeah, that's the whole story of Betty becoming a Miller. She'll still be besties with Archie and they'll hang out. We're taking her camping in a couple weeks. And yeah, that's the little bizarre story of how we got Betty. Rest in peace, Howard. Good vibes to my brother's mental health. And I alluded to this story, so now you got it. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.